Hi there, Sanna here again today with another video to the Glimmer Mist series. Today I would like to show you how to color these mixed media origins papers, and I've chosen one of the papers in the package that I have here. I'll just quickly show you some of the images and patterns that they have. And like I said on my previous video, these papers are very robust and take a lot of wet media and don't swirl around and form themselves into different forms. They stay practically the way they are, so they are really good for working with watercolors and anything wet like Glimmer Mists and texture paste and whatever you want to use on them. And here are some of the designs I've got from the series, and I just thought I'd show you only one page how to color them, and you will be seeing these showing up on my work during the year. This is the one I showed you that you can wrinkle and do anything with and nothing happens with that. And they are really pretty. These 6x6 papers are one-sided and the 12x12 papers are double-sided. And you will find both sizes on the Canvas Corporation's online store under the section Tattered Angels, or you go to the category Mixed Media Origins papers. You can look them up also directly. And here are some of the designs, just quickly going through these. Practically for every type of project, season, travels, kitchen, steampunk, romantic, seaside, and nature and Halloween. There's practically everything available. So let's start. What I did is I have a little bit of water on this cup. I just sprayed it from my water bottle directly into the cup, and then I took the caps of the misting bottles and I'm using them as a cup. So I just went and sprayed some color into the cap directly, and I'm again using the same colors: gold, aquamarine, icicle blue, and the pink poodle. And I have color here. Then I have a piece of kitchen paper and paper towel, sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and apply some water here with a paintbrush, and then I pick a color. Let's take the pink one, and I'm adding the Glimmer Mist onto the paper like it would be watercolor paper, so I get a similar effect. And then I just let it dry. You can also use heat tool to dry it up, and then when this is dry you can also go over it again and add another layer of color if you find that the first layer is not enough. And then you just basically clean your brush. Then you take another color. Let's do the wings first, because it takes a little bit until the other part is dry and I don't want to get the colors mixed that much. So I'm just adding water here, not being very particular. And then I want to let's make blue wings. So I'm adding the blue color, the icicle blue here, and I'm just letting it spread around. So this is really easy and a lot of fun. And of course you can use other media to color these, but since this is a Glimmer Mist series, I'm showing you that you can do the same effect with Glimmer Mists like you would be using watercolor. So it's a Fox watercolor effect actually what you're doing here. And I'm almost done with this layer. Okay. And then I think I'm still going to take my heat gun to make this a little bit faster. So, hold on a second. Just have to put it on. So that the colors dry a little bit faster, that we can proceed with the coloring. And this is a lot of fun. And then you can add details with pens and whatever you want to do with the paper afterwards. This is just the first layer. So you can get really crazy with texture and media, and the paper takes it really well. Or you can just color it and use it for card backgrounds or something else. Whatever you prefer. So it dries really fast, and as you can see, it stays as it is. It doesn't bubble or wrinkle or make any funny things like a thinner paper might do when you use wet media on it. I'm just being careful for not burning my fingers because my fingers are pretty close. So that's it. And here's the pink part, and the wings are really nice blue, so I could go and add some glitter glue on them later, but I'm just first going to finish this coloring part. And let's make this one green. Add some green to it. First adding the water. You don't have to add the water. I just find that it's easier to color when there is already some water on the area. It spreads around much nicer, the color. Okay, so we're getting there. And any color that's left in the caps, you can always pour back into the bottle because it's easy to do from these little caps. So nothing actually goes to waste. And then I think I'm going to do the gold for the background. And since these were the colors I chose to use, I'm going to go and use them throughout all the videos, so you will always be seeing these color schemes on the papers for now, to get the idea and always have a comparison color. Same comparison colors in every project. Okay, and then let's do the gold. And I'm not going quite to the areas that were already colored to make sure that they don't mix, and then just when everything's dry, just add those areas there. That's my plan, at least. So this is a really fun and easy thing to do. And of course you can use monochromatic tones or go really crazy with color or playful or use seasonal coloring or whatever your project demands or the colors you like. This might be a little bit crazy color combination now, but that's because these were the colors I decided to use throughout the video series. So, and there will for sure come a purpose for this paper too, so it will find its place. And you can just add a little bit shading, or you can go with the full color without the water, so then the color would be a little bit darker. And you can do several layers on top of each other to get more intensity to the color. So I'm just adding quite randomly actually the color onto the paper, the Glimmer Mist, and then carefully going just around the edges here to make sure that they also get some tone on them, but just being careful that I don't mix the colors that much. And then if I feel like it, I can go and dry it and then move on with the coloring. And if you leave it to air dry, then the concentrations of color will stay there and soak into that area, so you have variations of the tone on the paper naturally that way too. So this is a really fun and easy way to add some color to these papers. And the fun thing is that it's not only color, it's a little bit of shimmer and glimmer in there that you also get, so makes it a little bit extra special. Just want that to dry. That's pretty much. And then let's go around the corners, just carefully adding some color here around the edges. And now I'm not adding any more water to the paper, I'm just going directly with the Glimmer Mist tone to get a little bit more color, because the gold is really light. It has a really light shade, but a lot of shimmer and glimmer, so that's the special thing about this tone. Really like it a lot. So, as you can see, I'm not a big coloring person, so I don't do cute stamping with colored images that much, because I don't have the practice. But this is a good starting point if you haven't been doing any coloring. Just take a Glimmer Mist or a spray ink of some kind and try it on these papers. It works really well and it's easy to do. And if you want to mix anything, any colors, like I could go and add some gold here as a shade on top of the pink, so that there will be this ombre effect at the end of this paper. So I'm adding quite a lot of color there. I'm just going to leave that to dry, and then if I want to, I can go and add some more green here on some parts, like want a little more shading there. Shadows, you can even do shadows. You add first a thinner layer and then you go over the areas with the pure color, pure Glimmer Mist, to get some shading into your images. Works really nice. So that's pretty much it. So you just play around and try what happens. And let's do some shade on the wings too. You just have to be careful that you don't knock those caps on your working surface, because then everything's going to be a colorful mess. But if you're careful, they work as color cups really well. Okay. So these areas will have more shimmer in them when they dry. Might not be that much shade. different shade, but at least they will have some shimmer in them. And if you take a finer paintbrush, you can add finer details. But this is just what I happen to have at hand when I started this video, so this will have to do now. Yeah, you can get a little bit shading in there. Not that much, just a tad maybe. And then go over it again with glitter glue or whatever and add some more detail. So that's it. That's how you can color these mixed media origins papers. Really easy to do, a lot of fun, relaxing. You could even do this in front of a TV if you get yourself a tray and put the colors in there. And so do it when you're watching a movie or whatever. Here it is. This is what it looks like. I just wanted to show you what happens if you mix. I added a little bit green there, and what happens if you mix the colors. Like if you go over the wing area and add little dots of green in there, then you get nice shading, so it's blending together with the blue really nicely, and then you get a more three-dimensional look. Kind of fun. Looks interesting. And what I forgot to show you is I told you can easily pour the residue color back into the bottle if you want to. You just basically do this, and that's it. So not much goes to waste if you work like this. And you then just clean the cap or dry it with the paper, and it's ready to use. Hope you enjoyed watching this short video. Bye!